What's this? A Bronca scrap rat playing Jedi. I told the Grand Inquisitor you wouldn't be stupid enough to show your face here again, especially after we wiped out that feeble resistance. Love it when I'm wrong.
What is good? This is SFC Spectacular, back on the mic to rock your body right, and I am the NCOIC of all things entertaining on this channel. How are we doing today? I hope you're doing okay. This video is not a response video. Yeah, at least love those response videos back in the day. Never mind, let me not get off track. This is not a response video, but just to say, I looked at a video by Jim Sterling. Yeah, boo, whatever, yay or boo, whatever you like. I'm just putting it out there. And he has some interesting points on the get smart about play in the game industry's performative concern for children. Let me see if I can say that right again. The game industry's performative concern for children. Yes, that's what it was. So I watched that video, and then I actually watched the Get Smart About Play, I think it's called.
The Get Smart About Play campaign provides parents and guardians with practical tips on how to achieve balance and set parameters on the amount of time and money is spent on play.
Nevertheless, this, to get to the gist of it, what this is about, or what it seems to be about, is parents taking responsibility for their kids and what they play and managing time. And I'll probably put a little bit of footage of that video in here. But Jim made some compelling points, whether you like him or hate him. I didn't agree with all his points, but he had some good points. On to my stuff. How I feel like I've long said that a lot of things in the United States, because that's where I live, revolve around bad parenting, whether it's single parent home or bad double parent or finger point, whatever you want to call it. So number one, for the game company to have to tell parents, hey, here's how you should, and this is how you should manage kids, and this is what you should tell your kids. You should, to be honest with you, nobody should even have to tell you that in the first place as a parent. And I think that is a reflection of how poor parenting has gotten in the United States, where we have life coaches, videos that tell you how to manage your video game time with your kids, videos that tell you how to lose weight. All this stuff comes from bad parenting and lack of personal and individual responsibility taking. That's what I would blame that on. To some of Jim's point, he's pointed out that, especially the part where they say the video game industry is comparing paraphrasing here, comparing doing your video game supervising like training wheels on a bike, so to speak.
You wouldn't give your child a bike without providing a helmet and stabilizers. The same can be said for video game consoles and parental control.
So, you know, kind of guiding your kids along, do this, do that to help them out. This is how you start them off. I think those are all good suggestions in my personal opinion. But at the same time, I really would have to kind of agree with Jim. Jim's point from what I saw was that he doesn't think the video game industry has a right at all telling parents. And also, how dare you tell anybody and you're practicing this bad stuff. So I kind of get that point. But my point more so is that parents shouldn't even need to be told, number one. Number two, it should be your responsibility in the first place. You should already know this. How you manage your kids, yes, it's your personal responsibility, choice, it's how you want to manage it. But some things should be a flat line. If you want to function a normal adult in society, I think there's rules you should follow. That's my personal opinion. I think it works out. If you follow those rules, you'll be right. But you can't practice chaos and expect perfection. That is not a saying, I'm just throwing it out there, but you can't expect somebody to be you can't not manage the time and then expect them to do something you want. So in effect, if you're a parent and you're not watching your kids' time, you're not supervising, picking games, spending time watching them, play with them, discussing, if you don't do all these things, whether you're interested in video games or not, you're lacking as a parent. It would be the same thing as if you failed to take responsibility as a gun owner for the weapon that was in your house. If you didn't lock it up, supervise, teach, whatever it is about the small children that you want to do in the house, but make them aware. Same thing with video games, same thing with driving, same thing with finances, anything. It's just like I said at the beginning of this, it's a total circular thing. Parenthood. My point is, parents shouldn't even have to be told these things. They should already know it, and it is their responsibility. If a company, I've always said this, if I was Apple and a parent called to me and said, my child has ran up $1,000 bill, you need to refund it, I would say, hey, interesting sob story, Kimosabi, but isn't that your phone or your kid's phone? Yes. Isn't that money he spent out of your account? Yes. So is that your responsibility? Thank you. Have a nice day, sir, ma'am. Don't call back again unless you want to spend some more money. Have a good day. Now, should companies practice that? I don't know, because you got case-by-case basis. But flatline, it would teach a lot of people to take responsibility for what their children are doing in the gaming world. Don't give your children an iPad or a game pad or whatever to babysit them essentially, and then expect them to be model citizens and behave, because that's what a lot of people are doing. And then you turn around and say, well, society's fault and it's everybody else's fault, while Jim is saying that the video game industry is passing the buck. These parents are passing the buck daily, at least here in America. Like I said, I don't know where anybody else in other countries, but I see it daily with everything. But video games is the one thing I would want to comment on this channel about. I kind of liked a lot of points in the video. The get smart about play, but really my overall arching theme is they shouldn't have to tell you this at all. As a parent, I just wonder sometimes when parents wake up and say, you know what, my kid will be fine. I just sit him out in the world. It's cool. I don't ask about homework, whatever. We don't have family dinner. They'll be fine. Is that really what we're saying? And then when something goes wrong, oh man, it's everybody else's fault but my kids. Those gosh darn video games, if they hadn't, it's two sides of an evil coin, really. So, in effect, you can't really say, well, the video game industry has no right. Well, they kind of putting their disclaimer on it, really, if whether they mean it or not. They're putting their disclaimer on it, at least. Parents are just hands off. Oh, well, it's somebody else's responsibility. So I do believe it's parents' responsibility, but I don't believe that the video game industry should be telling them that, not because they have no right to, but parents should already know this. It's your child. It's your responsibility to see to it that they turn out to be a healthy, prosperous member of society. I don't know if they knew that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. And it worked for me. What works for me doesn't work for everybody. I know this, but hey, we got a lot of depressed, anxiety-ridden, low self-deprivating, humor-having children these days. So you can see it in our memes. You can see it in YouTube and social media. That's all I'm saying. So that's my take on things. I just think that parents should take more responsibility for their kids anyway. Like I said, if you have any questions about this, anything else, you can hit me up down in the comment section. I'm always here down to rap, down to talk, rap a taste, as Martin used to say. You can catch me on social media platforms like Instagram. You can watch me on my other channel here on YouTube. I don't do videos as frequently, but I still knock them out the park every now and again there. So check their weekly SFC Spectacular. You catch me live streaming on Mixer. Man, Mixer is really treating me well. I encourage you to go over there. Check me out. Same name, SFC Spectacular. We're having a good time. We're building a community. We've got at least 20 people strong there, on and off talking. Growing every day. Right now, as the recording of this video, we have 304 followers, I believe. And we're doing a show tonight. So, stop by. Feel free if you see this. Hey, look, I appreciate you guys for listening. I had a lot of fun making this video and talking about it. I hope that you guys check me out in the future. Be back here for more videos. I'll try to get you some more if you like it. If you love it, put something down in the comments. Let me know. Catch me in Mixer. We can rap a taste. Until next time, if you can't be good at it. I'm out. What's good, Spectacular Soldiers? If you're like me, then you're upset that video's over. Fear not. Check out the videos listed below. Still bored, I hear you say? Then check out my other YouTube channel. We require more content, I hear you exclaim.